Hello again everybody, Lorien here with Wellington Witch. This is a requested video. Thank you guys for all your comments on the previous one. I wasn't actually planning on doing another one yet, but this case seems to have 15 different new pieces of new information every single day. So I know it's moving very fast. It's not something that I'm constantly checking up on, I have to say. It can be too overwhelming if you do that. Oops, I just noticed that I'd fallen over. Let me just put that back up. There we go. And yeah, if you're noticing scorch marks on my wall, I am actually a practicing witch. So there's the hazards of leaving candles on. So please, if you are into witchcraft or anything, just burning candles, do keep monitoring your candles at all times, or you will have scorched walls. Alright, so yeah, as I say, this was a requested video. I feel like it is probably the right time to do it. Like I say, there's a lot of information. I am going to focus on the family, and also I am planning on doing another reading regarding another missing person named Daniel. I can't remember his last name, sorry. I was looking it up last night because the lady who commented sent me a link as well. So I'm going to be doing a reading for that, as well. So yeah, if there's anybody else, any other cases that you want me to read for, like I said before, just leave a comment below. See what happens. We'll see what goes on. Alright, so without further ado, I am fully aware that this candle is probably going to go out during the course of this reading, so it's a very dreary, dull, very rainy day, so do bear with me if the light goes a bit dark now and again. Thank you. Guides, angels, protect me as I do this reading. Spirit guides, angels, protect me as I do this reading. Only love and high energy can enter here. Thank you. Alrighty. I've got the heater on full whack, so I'm quite warm. I may have to take off my cardigan in a moment. Right. So the aim of this reading is to focus on the Laundries. Just try to figure out what's going on with them. Like I said in the last reading, I do believe he's still alive, but he's not going to give up very easily. And I'm not even going to mention his name. I refer to him as BL, when it should really be BS, but there we go. Yeah, so I'm going to refer to him as BL. I do feel that he's still with us, and the further after I start recording, of course, there was more information kept trickling into me, and there was a feeling of like sand with little tufty grass that I recognised as sand dunes, and there was a particular trail, and he had gone off that trail, and I think I mentioned that in the reading anyway, that he was no longer on the trail, but I don't know what trail that is, whether that's a set trail or what. So let's have a look. I'm also going to look at the Laundries anyway. Right, so the first question, if you hear banging, by the way, that's the bin men who've decided to come late today. The first question, what is the status of BL? What's his frame of mind? What is he thinking? Not good. That's all I heard, not good. Alright, Nine of Pentacles. Well, that's a good card though. I take the time I need to nurture myself. He needs more than he's getting right now, I feel. He's not doing very well mentally. He needs to nurture himself a little bit more. I do feel that he's been kept. That's the kind of wording that he has been kept. Maybe maintained is the right word. He's been maintained. I also have to apologise for any fuzziness of my camera. This is a brand new phone. I'm still learning how to use it. This is the only angle that I can use to show everything. But with this low light, it just gets really blurry, so apologies. Judgment. I look back with compassion at myself. He wants forgiveness. He wants the people of the world to look at him and feel sorry for him. That I think he wants people to be, oh, what a shame. You know, I don't know. There's something that he knows. He does fear being judged a little bit, and I feel like there is a thing where he's, he wants to be, oh, what a poor soul. You know, oh, what a poor soul. I don't know why. And then we have Six of Pentacles. I give and receive. Yeah, there's something that he's been given. He's being kept. I feel like as well he's being protected. Like I see people with a fence around him and he's being protected. I don't really know why that would be, because I personally would not. But that's neither here nor there, is it really? At the bottom we have Eight of Swords. I relieve myself from self-inflicted binds. This is self-inflicted. If he had just come through at the beginning of it and owned up to what he'd done, this would not have happened. So this is all self-inflicted. This is all his own fault completely. But he's not taking responsibility for that. I do feel the mother is a very heavily influenced. All I'm seeing is her, and the only picture I've ever seen is her getting into a car, or footage of her getting into a car. That's the only thing I've ever seen of her, but that keeps replaying in my mind, her influence and her being very in control. The father I don't see as, I don't know anything about him. I don't, apart from the fact that there may be a divorce going on, I don't see anything with him. You know, I don't see anything with him. It's like he's kind of shrunk and he's gone inward and he's not actually exploring any energy. I can't see him. But the mother is very strong and in control at the moment. Whether that's just her personal inner strength or whether that's something that is she's dealing with on a different level, but I don't know. It just feels a little bit like she's distancing herself from somebody. I'm going to see if I can get more information on that, but she's distancing herself and she runs the risk of being cut off completely. Hello. It always happens. Phone call coming through. That's the issues of doing readings on your phone, but I thought I'll just do it close up to the cards so you can see it nice, you can see it bright, you know. Alrighty, so we have a feeling that she's being disconnected. She's going to be cut off, and I don't know whether that's from the rest of the family or from society as a whole. Her name will forever be marked, you know. It's not going to be an easy time for her. It's not going to be an easy ride. But with him, with regards to Brian and his sense of self at the moment, I do feel he's feeling kind of sorry for himself, really frustrated. People are saying, oh, I feel he's passed, I feel he's dead, I feel he's this. I don't just yet. And again, I said on the last reading, I feel like they will either find him when he's close to it or whether he's gone. This is authorities. I'm not talking about that bounty hunter, whatever his name is. For some reason, I wanted to say Brutus, the bounty hunter. I don't think that's correct. But you know, I'm not talking about him. I don't know about him. Authorities, if they were to find him, he'd be close to it because he'd want to give up, or he would be already past. That's the way I feel about it at the moment. I'm not going to go into what happened with him and Gabby and all that kind of stuff. This is just about the family. So with that in mind, I'm going to do the archetype cards, just to see. Okay, what we're getting from him. Okay, could you please give me an archetype card for the father? Please give me an archetype card for the father. See, even as I'm asking for the father, the mother is coming through so strong. So strong. I don't know what that is. I really don't know what that is. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put that one side because, again, I'm not sure whether that's the mother or the father. So let me just... I feel like it's the mother, to be honest. And this one is the father. He was at the bottom of the deck. Vampire. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So, the father is the vampire. And the mother is the visionary. And that, to me, just says it all. The father is... His shadow attributes are depleting others for his psychic survival, chronic complaining and codependency. I do feel that he relies on others or his wife very much. And then the wife, the mother, says the shadow attributes, because we're only focusing on that because they're not in the light at the moment, are they? We're doing selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So yeah, the vision of her son definitely is not what she thought it would be. Right now. So that's definitely something that she's looking at and feeling as though she's been cheated in some way. For some reason, does she have other children? I feel like she does. I know there's a sister, but there's another bloke somewhere. Is there another child? Is there a brother? I don't know. I know there's a sister because there's been a furore about her lately. Let's have a look at the sister. Okay. Rebel. Okay. Yeah, to be honest, I get that because I heard this morning that she's come out against the family. So yeah, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. But the light attributes, she may be coming over into the light area, challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. So this is the current family at the moment. This is daddy, this is mummy, this is sister, and I have to also add this is for entertainment purposes only. All alleged entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Yeah, she seems to have come out. There's something with her that feels like this is not for the betterment of the case. This is for her. This is not for the betterment of the case. This is for her. She's sick of it. She is down to her last straw. I think even that straw has withered away. She is right against a lot of what's going on because it's putting her in an awkward position, throwing under the bus. It's making a scapegoat out of her, and I feel like they are willing to cut her off to benefit Brian. And that is going to cause some serious estrangement. They are willing to cut her off to benefit Brian. That is, Let's see what Brian is coming through as. Oh, sorry, wasn't going to say his name, but I just repeated what they said to me. What's his card in this deck? What's his card? Well, they already said that you got the vampire there, and that's very much something that he is. Child. An inability to defend oneself against negative forces. Yeah, I feel like he did have this attribute where, you know, the positive attribute here. Oh, if I can get this camera to focus. He did have, you know, a deep connection. I think he's a Scorpio, right? So he would have had a connection, but for whatever reason, he's kind of gone to the opposite way. He's cut himself off from that, and I think that he's been influenced by the more negative shadow side of things, to be perfectly honest. Okay, let's have a look and see here. What's going on? What's going on? How is this going to play out? Let's have a look. How is this going to play out? What are we going to see happen here? What are we going to see happen here? What's going on? Just turn them around. What's going on? What are we going to see happen here? What are we going to see happen to this case? What are we going to see happen? Okay. So we have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. Already I'm seeing that he wants to come in out of the cold. There's a feeling of any port in a storm. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so let me just put these over here just for a second so you guys can see them a little bit more. Alright, so yeah, there's a feeling of wanting to come home. There's a feeling of wanting, he's sick of being wherever it is now. Bear with me. Okay, so I just had to, as I was mentioning at the beginning of the video, mind your candles. My green candle here just decided to almost explode. So maybe there's an energy coming in that's, you know, not that nice, and it's quite igniting. But I do feel that there's something coming through here. Bear with me. It's saying that the image capture is going to stop soon. I'm just going to try this again. Hello. Alright, so I think it was a problem with my memory or something like that. So what they were showing me was extreme things. So that burning, not very nice smell either, but that burning was something like a, how to put it, it was an extreme. So I feel like there's something about the weather that is going to be quite extreme, that may prompt him to seek assistance or needs more assistance. I don't believe that they've been to see him recently, but I do believe they have in the past. And how this is going to play out is that they've been monitored 100% of the time, but for some reason the authorities have not made their move yet, and I don't know why that is, but they will be looking to make their move, because this is the move here. They want to slay this dragon, you know, they want to slay this dragon, and for whatever reason they're holding off on doing that. They're not really ready to go ahead and say, oh yeah, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to conquer this. There's not enough information, there's not enough proof yet for them to make a statement, you know, definitely saying that he's done it. There's no definitive proof, and that's why they haven't, you know, issued an arrest warrant for him for the murder of blah blah blah. That's why there's no definitive proof, and that I think is something that they're working on. If they can get him on this other charge that they've got for him, which is the what is it called? The credit card fraud or whatever. If they can get him on that and bring him in, then they can question him, push him. He'll already be exhausted. He'll already be tired and at his wit's end and unfocused and stuff. He will let things slip. But at the moment, they're not quite doing that. They can't get that for some reason. And I think this is being held off by the higher-ups. There is a manhunt going on, but I don't know what it is. It just feels like it's something that's not quite there, not quite ready. I do feel he will be pushed out by heat. He will be pushed out by heat, whether that's the heat of somebody closing in or literally how blooming hot it's going to get. Or even cold. I do feel heat though. I feel it's going to be warm, but there is also an extreme of cold coming in here, so I don't know whether that's something else, water, or the night time might be very, very cold wherever he is. But there's an extreme temperature going on here, and I think that's the key, really. The key is that he's actually going to go through some extreme differences. Yeah, let me just... How is this going to play out? What's going on? This has not been a straightforward reading, and I don't feel that this is going to be straightforward to solve it either. I think it's going to take a long time. I feel like this is going to go on for a while. The trial, if he's ever caught, because I don't see him definitively being caught yet. And they have the parents to thank for that. This should have been over with by now. And there's a lot of people getting frustrated, and I do mean people up there. They're getting frustrated that this is dragging its bum. I have to laugh. 10 of Cups coming out, the Star. 8 of Swords again. Okay. I just wanted to come through in reverse. Knight of Cups. He was not the prince she thought he was. He was not the prince she thought he was. He took the wrong risk. That's one thing that they took the wrong risk. So whether that was I'm going to get away with it, or whether that was something else, I don't know. But he took the wrong risk. Took the wrong risk. 10 of Cups. I feel like this is the image that was portrayed for quite some time of happy families, being quite open, being lovely. This is Gabby. It's Gabby. And, I think that there's a lot of help from up high to try and do something with this, because I think a lot of attention is now being placed on people who are missing, other people who are missing. So yeah, I do feel that there's something going to happen quite soon that advances things, but this is going to go on for some time. Let me just see, because I just got a little bit of a shiver, so let me just see what's going on. Okay, they're asking me to take the first card of here. So this is leadership. Hang on, let me just focus on this. Or not. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So there's something here about, how to put it, progressing things in a certain way. Okay, let me just see if they can be clearer on that, because I know what they mean, but it's trying to describe it, it's not coming through. There's a success story coming in here. There's a success story. There's something that's going to be, hooray, finally. But there's also a disappointment within that. It's kind of bittersweet. It's like, yes, but I wish, blah, blah, blah. And I think that's the leadership. Somebody taking the bull by the horns. Maybe this is the bounty hunter here. Because that's the only leadership I can see right now. And the leadership of, him leading this and being very forthright and open, because he's not bound by the same red tape as everybody else. He's not actually... Yeah, this is something... I feel he's going to make more progress than people give him credit for. I feel actually... I don't know. I'm getting quite amused. I don't feel that he's doing this just out of the good of his heart. I think he is very... he is doing this for the betterment, but he's also getting something out of it. Maybe it's the publicity. But there is something the good that he's doing here, and I do feel like he's going to make more headway than people give him credit for. And I think he has uncovered things that other people have not in the authorities, because he can get people to talk more than the authorities can. He can get people to rally around more than the authorities can, because he's maybe a little bit of the rebel himself. And I feel like that's kind of what's coming in here. There's also something to do with a friend of Brian. Again, I don't mean to say his name, but that's what the phrase that they gave to me, and that's automatically what I repeat. Yeah, there's something, I think I mentioned this last time, there's something that was recorded, or Gabby recorded, in a journal, or it was a piece of video, because I know people journal on the phones now and stuff, and do video diaries, but there's something that was recorded that they need to find, or has just been erased or destroyed, but there's something that has been recorded, and I feel like she was happy when she did it. There's also some sad things there, don't get me wrong, but there was something that was happy. There was a celebration due. I don't know. There's just something that feels like this would be key, this would cement it, this would be 100%, yeah, but it's gone away, or it's been kept, or prevented, or something, and now that's going to set things back. Like I say, this feels like it's going to take a long time. It's already dragged its butt for long enough, and I feel like there's a lot of frustration going on. The parents are very much in a position to end this. If they would just open their mouths, they would be fine. They have been okay with the legal representation that they've had. I don't feel he's the best legal representation. He just feels like a bit of a shambles to me. Yeah, there's something that's not quite right there. I can't get a read on that one. But there's something that's coming up here. I don't really feel that we're going to get more from this. I know there's loads and loads of theories, and I think that's all we can have right now. I don't believe that we can get... the information that I'm receiving isn't really changing. I see there was a trail. He's now off the trail. Just little sand dunes and little spiky bits of leaf or, bush or something that he was walking through, then left that trail. He's no longer on that trail. I see extreme heat or extreme temperatures, either day and night. There's something that feels like there's things coming to a close, but not yet. There is advancements coming. There is more information, but at the moment, maybe because it's Mercury in retrograde, we're not going to get much out of this. So I don't think that I will do another reading like this for the Laundries and stuff until after Mercury retrograde, because there's just not a lot else coming in, and I don't want to keep like beating this over the head trying to get more information when it just feels like we know what they're about. We know that they're bad news. We know that they're not going to be very helpful. We know that she was an innocent taken, despite some horrible comments on Twitter that I recommend you just block if you see anything like that. I feel like there needs to be some sort of advancement, maybe from the recording being found, or somebody opening up, or just saying, I've had enough, I'm going to tell you everything I know. There is a feeling of needing to protect still, and there's not enough information. They don't have anything concrete to make this go faster, but I do feel it's going faster because of somebody else, and it might be that bounty hunter that's going around, but there's nothing else that I can see here. And although people seem to be absorbing every single crumb of new information and hoping that this will break the case, it's not gonna yet. We're not gonna see this until it's done. I feel like I just got, for some reason, a big search party going through the undergrowth. I don't know whether you have them over there, but certainly in UK dramas and whatever you see a search undergoing on TV with police, they have like a line of officers with like tools, like I'm just using my candle snuffer here, but they kind of scrape through the undergrowth. And that's kind of what I'm seeing. And again, in a very similar area with like little sandy bits and tufts and stuff. So I don't know whether there's going to be clues uncovered eventually, but there's something that just feels like this has gone on for long enough, but it's going to go on for longer. But let me know in the comments below if you have any information, if you'd like me to do a reading on somebody else or some other issue or some other case or whatever. I'm here to help. If you'd like a reading from me or anything Reiki related, just drop me an email. But yeah, thank you so much for spending time with me today. Let's hope this is resolved soon, because whenever I tap into this energy, it's just so draining. It really is draining. And I'm not meaning, oh, well, I'm complaining, but it's like, how can anybody maintain the energy of this for so long? Like, it's gone on for a while now, and coming to the end, I feel, but it's still got a bit to go. We've crossed the halfway point, but there's still a bit to go. Well, my lovelies, that's it for now. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll speak to you guys very soon.